Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle, Reiki, spiritual healer. Okay, I think I found some hot chocolate. I got some hot chocolate, but it's not the same. But we're gonna move forward anyway. So, what we're talking about is how they have tried to demonize spirituality, and they want to portray our spirituality or biblical spirituality in the way that they want to portray it. In movies, in video games, on the internet, in the way that they want you to perceive it. So, and this is our topic for today. How can, these people who do not want to promote spirituality demonize spirituality? How can they demonize spirituality when they have an understanding? And so I'm going to answer your question, because they have an understanding. And this is, again, that these people do not like to be in competition with chosen ones. They want to make sure that the chosen ones are not a part of the equation. They're trying to erase that from your mind when they know that spirituality and the healing practices in many cases were only given to chosen ones. They were only given to Elisha, Elijah, Jesus, and many of the prophets, peace be upon all the prophets, that the healing methods and practices that they used at that time were only given to the chosen ones. So this is why, they're trying to, make a profit off of these types of spiritual rituals and methods and the chosen ones. They don't want them to be seen as the ones who are able to carry out these methods and rituals over your life in order to cleanse you from the negative energy that they have inserted into you, that you have given yourselves over to in many cases. And at the end of the day, like I say, a lot of you will think that it is a joke, spirituality. A lot of you will not be able to be cleansed because you think that it is for entertainment, because of the way they have used it in the movies, and the way that they have used it in different kinds of, oh, that's a truck. The way that they have used it in different ways and methods, in books, on TV, in plays, on the internet. And we have to make sure that we have this understanding that when you're using spirituality and not understanding it in a video game, then it's easy for them to attach negative entities to you. So, in many cases, the reason why they do not want the chosen ones to come forward, the reason why they don't want to give special, give special attention to the chosen ones, because they want to be looked at as the chosen ones. They want the people that they have put in position as the chosen ones, not the ones whom God has chosen, in order to heal these ailments, in order to heal these grievances, in order to heal the sorrow of your broken heart, in order to, heal a lot of, the attacks, the spiritual attacks that are being portrayed in these video games and movies and these books. They don't want you to take them seriously. And many cases, only the chosen ones can heal certain things. Only the chosen ones will be able to remove certain negative entities and certain illnesses out of your life, out of your body. And this is what the Holy Books was warning you of. This is what you were supposed to be taking note of. This is what the preachers was supposed to be preaching. This is what the men was supposed to be studying and also implementing, so that we can recognize the chosen ones when God has sent them to us. We would be able to recognize them just like in the time of the ancients, in the time of the prophets. Again, peace be on the prophets. That energy is pure energy. You will be able to recognize the baby Jesus. As soon as, he is coming out, as soon as he's a baby and he comes out of the womb, you will be able to recognize that energy signature. Okay? You will be able to recognize that energy signature all of his life. You will become under attack. If you're able to heal these types of negative energy, these types of negative illnesses and frequencies that these people have sent out, it is inevitable that you are going to come under attack. So these are our understandings that the reason why they do not want the chosen ones to be recognized, that they want to put the face of who they want, who they want to put their person, the narcissist, the demonic person, instead of, the chosen one, because it is more profitable for them. It takes the understanding that person will be in alignment with their agenda, just like it was in the day of Jesus. And I have to bring you these types of gems and drop these types of gems on you, because a lot of you, read the Bible, but you interpret it the way that the entity wants you to interpret it. I could never, understand why would a person read and not have understanding. So when we are reading the holy books and it is saying that, Jesus came under attack from the synagogue, from the priest, and I think his name was Cephas. I might be wrong, but you can correct me in the comments below. When he came under attack, it's because they could not get him to bow down to these spiritual narcissists, to these religious narcissists. There is no way that he could do that when he was sent from God in order to heal these people, and they were healed. They tried tactics and tricks because he healed a woman on Saturday. And they thought that, that was against their religion, and that was the worst thing, that the person should come back, during the work week. And he was like, no, I'm finna heal her right now. And so that is what made them started plotting his downfall. They started to plot his death. They started to try to unalive him and catch him in anything that they could. So, they with the invent of some of these movies and things of that nature, they're telling on themselves. But a lot of you do not understand that they are telling on themselves. That a lot of the spirituality, a lot of things they have demonized, because they are the spiritual narcissists have taken over these spaces. They have become, rich at manipulating the masses, communicating with the people in the religious and the spiritual spaces. They have become, rich at being able to attack the chosen ones and manipulating those, into something negative, doing something demonic, and demonizing the chosen ones. So we have widespread negative energy, and it has to be cleansed. And when there are enough of us that come together, under the understanding that it has to be cleansed, then you'll have these narcissists, once we start cleansing, they start falling out. They start receiving, the negative energy that not only they sent out towards the chosen one, but they start getting that negative energy from those people that they have received, spiritual narcissists in their family. They have received energy that doesn't belong to them, over generations. They have sacrificed people over generations. And you will see those people start to get ill. You will see them trying to hold it together. You will see the magicians that they go to, the physicians that they go to, trying to piece them back together to make sure that nobody sees these illnesses and diseases that is going to, tear them apart because of what they have wrought, because of the racism, the disease that's in their hearts. It's very simple. So we want to make sure that when we are, cleansing these types of negative energy, we are cleansing the negative energy not only from our generation, but we have to cleanse it from other generations, from where it began. If it began from slavery, we have to, start from there. And as we see that these types of people are still readily available to attack chosen ones, then we also have to start back at the time and give the understanding, the time of Jesus, peace be upon Jesus, that they were attacking chosen ones because they could not encompass their knowledge. Okay, so I hope that you received this information. I hope you received this, so that you have an understanding that if it was going on back then, it's still going on today with these narcissists. So please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. Book your one-on-one sessions with me. Please book your life coaching sessions or your video chat sessions so that we can have an acclimated gift sent to you, and we can have a consultation where we can talk about what's been going on in your life concerning these narcissists. Donate to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. I'm High Oracle Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.